Prime Minister Al-Abadi, ambassadors, the delegation from the government of Iraq, members of the chamber, and honored guests, good evening. I first would like again to thank the Chamber of Commerce for hosting us this evening. It's a real honor to be joined by Prime Minister Al-Abadi and his colleagues from Iraq. Prime Minister Al-Abadi and the President, as well as distinguished delegations from both our governments, have just finished a day of discussions that bode well for our collective future. Recent years have seen great challenges for both our nations, but they have also seen great cooperation between our governments. Today, the U.S.-Iraq Strategic Framework Agreement, which provides a roadmap for political, economic, cultural, and security cooperation, is as relevant as ever as we continue to work in tandem to confront the regional and global reemergence of terrorism. Our partnership in opposition to ISIS is vital to both our nation's national security, and our work is starting to bear results. The battle for Mosul is entering its final stages. ISIS is on its heels, and Allied forces are closing in on Raqqa. But the enemy is still dangerous, and we cannot relent in our efforts. With this military success, there also comes the challenge of securing Iraq's hard-won gains. We need long-term, sustainable solutions that are as much about economic and political security as they are about military control. 1/3 of Iraq's 39 million people are between the ages of 15 and 29. These young people require jobs, and only the private sector can fulfill those needs. They will also seek to voice their political beliefs with a reasonable desire for a responsive government freed from corruption. As radical ideology continues its constant search for new adherents, we in this room can have a real impact in lessening its appeal and helping illuminate a different path. We can show these young people an alternative where their hopes and needs can be addressed through mutual engagement and without hate or violence. Prime Minister Al-Abadi already knows this and has undertaken some of the many political and economic reforms needed to create a sustained peace. The Prime Minister has shown a desire to lead an inclusive and accountable government and has laid out a vision for a globally connected, diversified economy. We both realize that what ISIS leadership fears most, aside from a platoon of Navy SEALs, is a local population that enjoys economic and political equity, growth, and opportunity. Given our close relationship and shared interests, American businesses are well positioned to make this vision more attainable through partnership and investment. But to attract American companies, additional economic reforms are needed to ensure that Iraq is a safe, predictable, and stable place in which private sector businesses can operate. In addition to these reforms, creating further ties between our private sectors can help build confidence and lead to economic growth for both our countries. This is where those of you in this room come in. The Chamber's U.S.-Iraq Business Initiative is an important vehicle for these results. You have long realized the need to encourage American enterprise to explore opportunities in Iraq. We in government can assist with needed technology transfers, sharing of international best practices, and establishment of a level playing field for businesses. But the private sector must carry the football from there to the goal line. For instance, we need the private sector to be stronger in marketing American technical standards to the international community so that American businesses can compete better in markets like Iraq. Thank you very much.